High atop the IDS Center, inside what looks like almost a bathtub, that's where the window washer goes, and he goes all the way down and all the way up, cleaning the windows at the IDS Center. Can you imagine the courage that it takes to do that? Kind of like skydiving.
Prior ground speed is currently 70 knots. Shake bake.
Skydiving is a thrilling activity. I've experienced tandem jumps in the past, with a dive master taking the responsibility, but it was time for me to spread my own wings and take an accelerated freefall jump on my own.
1,000 feet in 4 to 5 seconds. We're covering 500 feet in 2 seconds.
Wow, the speed's gonna be incredible.
Danger is a huge factor into it, and if you don't approach it correctly with the correct sort of mindset, you could die.
Have I got your attention? It got mine. You don't take baby steps in an accelerated freefall class. It's one big step, a giant leap. This was a class I definitely wanted to ace, so I really paid attention.
That's my knee position would be open them up more. Yeah. That's straighten my legs out 4 to 6 inches.
Yep. That's it.
That's bring them in a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. That's relax, man.
That's right.
When falling at 120 miles per hour, it's impossible to hear anything but the intense blast of wind. The only way to communicate is entirely with hand signals.
If you have an unstable exit, or you feel your instructor shaking you, arch more.
Okay.
Okay? Regardless of altitude, regardless of stability, regardless of where you're at on the skydive, if both instructors are not there, wave off and deploy your parachute. You are not allowed to be alone in free fall.
We went over a lot of information and procedures. The jump itself is a short period of sensory overload which can overwhelm the mind and senses.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, and this comes out. What are you going to do with that?
I'm gonna grab my line.
Yep.
And
Pull those right
pull these apart.
Yep.
And kick
There you
whichever direction I need to
Yep.
spin.
Okay, so now we got the line twist come out. How are we going to get that slider to come down?
Then I pull these straight down.
Rapidly 4 to 5 times.
Yeah.
And that slider will come down a little bit every time. But once that parachute's out, if it's, the line twist, the slider's stuck up there, the end cells are closed, you got a lot of time, from 5,000 feet to 50, to 2,500 feet. It's a lot of time to deal with stuff.
Jumpers have to be ready and able to perform all procedures to land safely. I realized skydivers are not the foolhardy, crazy maniacs people think. An accelerated freefall course is a well-run, methodical program training thrill seekers to safely enjoy the ride.
We're west of Baldwin, and just west of Baldwin we have the school complexes here. We got one school here with a swimming pool.
My jump master, Joe, pointed out landmarks to reference on my descent. Even from the sky, it's good to know where you're going and how to get there. And of course, knowing how to land would be important too.
At 1,000 feet is where you start your landing pattern. So you're going to go downwind, starting your landing pattern at 1,000 feet. You're going to go downwind to 600 feet, and you want to be somewhere past the target. And at 600 feet, you turn crosswind. At 300 feet, you turn into the wind, and at 10 to 12, or twice your body height, you flare the parachute.
Okay, the last second.
The last second.
You're not going to be able to do that twice.
Yeah, that's right. Flare, 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 flare. Feet, calf, thigh, butt, and back. Okay.
I was ready. Where's the plane? Standing in the doorway with the wind blasting at my face, the moment I'd been waiting for. Everything is up to me how well I handle an overload of stress, anxiety, and adrenaline, pumping a buzz through my body. Will I remember all of what it takes to survive a 13,000-foot jump from the sky? And once I deploy the chute, I'm on my own. I have to get myself down safely. It feels like a tremendous leap of faith. There's a feeling of overwhelming exhilaration and anxiety, both at the same time. Woohoo! Success and a perfect landing. That got the party started.
Well, the skydiving business is A lot of fun. Best part of it is taking people on their first jump and introducing them to the sport. If you want to learn to skydive, it doesn't really matter how old you are. You can come out, you don't have to be a weightlifter or a personal trainer to come out and do this. People start in their 40s, 50s. We've taken people on tandems in their 90s. It's not for everybody, but I mean, certainly anybody can try it.
While in her 90s, the legendary Eileen Fritsch, who was featured on CBS The Early Show, did numerous tandem jumps with Skydive Twin Cities. She said after her first jump, "Why didn't I do this sooner?"
What we look for on your very first jump is what we call exposure to freefall. And when we evaluate a student who's just made his first skydive, we look for awareness that they have. So when they exit the plane, are they checking their altitude? Are they looking at their jump masters? We have different signals that we give them to help them with their body position. Do they do their 3 practice ripcord pulls? Do they touch the ripcord each time? And then do they pull the ripcord at the prescribed altitude, which we have the first jump students pull their ripcord at 5,500 feet.
One day I just decided that now's the time to sign up for the classes, and now or never, so I signed up and did the first AFF course. Getting over that fear when you first start, that's really rewarding. And then the main thing for me is just becoming a body pilot and just flying your body and learning how to do different things in free fall is probably one of the most rewarding parts about it.
That first solo jump, when you're not with any instructors, you're not required to do anything. It's the best feeling ever. You just look around and you're seeing this open space. You can look down, you see the drop zone beneath you, you see everything, and you're up at 13,000 feet. You got a good 60 seconds of falling, you know? It's quite the thrill.
When we come back, we'll wrap up this edition of Life to the Max. Stay with us.
Life to the Max is brought to you by LifeTouch, photography for a lifetime.
Welcome back from cyberbullying to a new mouth guard to skydiving. Again, an eclectic show of Life to the Max. Hope you enjoyed it, and remember, you can get more information on the program by looking us up on the web at lifetothemax.tv. That's lifetothemax.tv. Have a good week, everybody. See you back here next week.
Life to the Max is a production of LifeTouch Media. For more information, visit our website at lifetothemax.tv.